Now, the impeachment process isn't something that we see a lot in our presidential history. Obviously, we haven't talked about it since the Clinton administration.
And as the impeachment inquiry continues, people around the Midlands are now trying to understand what the entire process means.
I really just know it goes through the House and the Senate. That's the main thing I know about it. I don't exactly know the full specificities of it, but that's pretty much it.
I guess maybe just in some of the reports or in some of the articles they write about impeachment, just mentioning more of the system itself and the grounds for it.
So we're on your side today, letting you know how the impeachment process works. Think of it like an indictment in a criminal proceeding. The House will act as a grand jury and will decide whether or not the president should be impeached.
All right, next, the proceedings move to the Senate, which holds a trial overseen by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. A team of lawmakers from the House play the role of the prosecutors during this proceeding. The president will have defense lawyers if it comes to that, and the Senate actually serves as the jury.
News 19's Jacob Reynolds spoke with two political science experts at the University of South Carolina to put the recent news of an impeachment inquiry into historical perspective.
Professor Robert Oldendick has been studying and teaching political science for more than 4 decades. He says Speaker Nancy Pelosi's announcement of an impeachment inquiry acted as an endorsement and approval of ongoing investigations.
In terms of the inquiries that the 6 committees are doing, it really didn't change. I gave them maybe another question to look into, but in terms of what they're actually doing, no substantive change there.
Oldendick says impeachment is a complex process for a reason.
It's because as a democracy, we believe in kind of the sanctity of elections, and removing an elected president from office really kind of needs to be a high level of consensus, and there needs to be kind of a pretty significant issue. We talk about bribery, treason, high crimes and misdemeanors in the Constitution as the reason why an officer can be removed.
Kirk Randazzo, chair of the political science department, says Democrats do not want a drawn-out process.
The Democrats want this wrapped up by the end of 2019. They would prefer, I think, to not have this become a potential election issue in 2020.
And Randazzo said the process is in the early stages.
The district attorney announcing that he is going to start an investigation into a potential suspect. That investigation does not involve a court of law until the prosecutor seeks an indictment. That would be an article of impeachment. And so right now, we are still in the investigation phase of impeachment.
In Columbia, Jacob Reynolds, News 19 WLTX.
Well, Professor Oldendick also said that he thinks the Democrats will want the process completed before the primaries begin, and of course that kicks off in February.